What's going on, everybody? Paul here, coming at you with your Crypto Coffee Update, where we start the day by discussing news and upcoming events in the cryptoverse, all while enjoying a fresh cup of coffee. Our first segment is your news bite. At this point, most of you are no doubt aware and hopefully a bit wary of the slowly sinking flaming vessel that is Tether, or USDT, as it's listed on many exchanges. Recently subpoenaed by the U.S. Regulatory Commission, Tether was asked to explain exactly why the company's auditing partner suddenly split the scene, broke partnerships with Tether, and just ran away. Normally, that's really not a good sign for a company that's promised regular third-party audits and has failed to produce any over the lifetime of its existence. Well, as the sun slowly sets on the existence of everyone's favorite likely securities fraud, the vultures of short-sighted capital investment have been quick to make a marionette over the cadaver of Tether. TrueUSD, a US-based company, seeks to do essentially what Tether has been doing, apparently minus the fraud. But they're not off to that great of a start, considering they offer zero legal information on their website other than the same claims that Tether made of transparent monthly bank statements. Look, we've already seen how easily those can be faked, and without an independent third-party audit, regularly, no one in their right mind cares what a company self-reports. After all, self-reporting is what led to the 2008 financial crisis. Information as to what banks TrueUSD has partnered with is conspicuously missing from their website, but they're really stoked about their corporate partnerships and hiring new people, apparently. This all began to make sense when I took a look at the founders' backgrounds and history: Stanford University, Berkeley University, and Google. These institutions are mostly state-run or heavily state-subsidized and are notorious for incubating good-on-paper ideas that fail spectacularly when they meet the real world, generally after they've been scaled up to unsustainable proportions by well-meaning, heavily insulated from reality millennial entrepreneurs that are funded by venture capitalists who are throwing money at anything and everything as they attempt to stave off the demon of inflation and get some of that sweet, sweet Silicon Valley-style investment action. After all, accredited investors are the only individuals that can invest in these seed rounds of traditional Silicon Valley projects, meaning that as the stock market becomes a bit more leveled out and yield curves go down on things like bonds, more and more accredited investors are looking for these big unicorn companies and are willing to take a gamble. You know, like the ride-sharing gig economy thing, Uber, that every neo-hippie seemingly puts on a pedestal, but ultimately pays the vast majority, around 80% of their workers, far less than minimum wage when accounting for things like asset depreciation on their vehicle, gas, and it doesn't even account for the overall pollution added to the environment. Looking at you, Uber, looking at you, recent MIT study. I should also mention that the company TrueUSD interestingly mentions that they want to be the first legally backed fiat asset peg, which is completely patently false considering Ardor has already partnered with Mistero Bank and has created an Ardor Euro legal peg. Now granted, there's not a billions of dollars worth of liquidity kind of situation there. They have a couple $1,000,000 and they can use it for their sidechains. But nonetheless, it's not a true statement to say that TrueUSD is the first fiat-backed peg. It's just misleading. Look, if none of this is raising your red flags, then go back and watch some of my recent videos about Tether, or just read up on it yourself. Ignorance is no excuse for disobeying the law, after all, and the definition of insanity is trying the same thing repeatedly, over and over, and expecting different results. But look, let me know what you guys think below in the comments. Did I miss something on the website that suggests these guys are really legit? Is my tinfoil hat on too tight? Or am I on point with this? Is this a little sketchy? I want to hear from you guys on this one. Let me know in the comments. Alright, let's go ahead and get into your Crypto Coffee update for Wednesday, March 7th. Kicking it off with EUSD. Yep, that's right. There is another one, another US Tether asset thing, EUSD. This one was so shoddily done, I didn't even bother to report on it in the news bite. Go check it out if you want. It exists. Rex Token will be at the Bitcoin CRE, which is a real estate conference in New York City. Aeon is having a meetup in Cape Town. Neuromation is having an AMA. Space Chain's having an AMA. And Wabi is having their AMA as well. INS Ecosystem will be at Retail Week in London. Siren Labs is having their own Barcelona commercial, so if you're in Spain, keep an eye out for that. Unitis is having a monthly update. TrueChain and AllSports will both allegedly be listed on HitBTC. Both of them posted a similar kind of tweet with no corroborating link from HitBTC, so I couldn't find anything to back that up. Let me know in the comments if you know for sure if these guys will be on there, but for now, it's just speculation on their part. And finally, BitConnect, unsurprisingly, will be delisted from Livecoin. The pyramid Ponzi lending scheme that fleeced investors in the largest Ponzi scheme crypto in history is being kicked off exchanges as many of the top dogs are subpoenaed by US courts and beyond. That's it for March 7th, Wednesday. Let's go ahead and get into March 8th, Thursday. There's an Ethereum community conference going on in Paris for our Francophone community. Blockchain Africa 2018 is kicking off, hoping to light up the dark continent with decentralized technology and bring power back to the people there. Pillar is having their breakfast meetup in London, so bring your appetite. Nebulous is having their New York meetup. A-List is meeting up in Amsterdam, and Aeon will be meeting up in Johannesburg, while Melon will be in Zug, Switzerland for their meetup, and NEM will be in Milan for theirs. A lot of cryptocurrency projects meeting up today. Selfkey is having an AMA, STK Tokens having their AMA, Dragon Chain is having a developer academy, Publica is launching their promo video, Pura is kicking off their Aurora software, EZ Token will be listed on Qryptos, and Litecoin and Quantum will both be listed on Robinhood, relatively well-known coins listed on a relatively new exchange. That wraps it up for Thursday, March 8th, and for your Crypto Coffee update. As usual, thanks so much, guys. I appreciate all of the support. Links below in the description. And leave me some comments. Let me know what you thought of this update, and if there's any information going on that I may have missed. Like, share, subscribe. Check us out on Discord. We're most active there. And check us out on some of our decentralized alternatives. We are active on both BitChute, DTube, and of course Steemit, so go check us out on some of our cryptocurrency alternatives. If we want this decentralized revolution to work, we got to start using those platforms, guys. Thanks again, my name is Paul, and I'll talk to you guys next time.